Travel with me and my family deep into the Scottish Highlands as we explore the splendor and the beauty of this magnificent and natural landscape. From ancient castles, beautiful gardens, vast vistas, magnificent landscapes, the Loch Ness monster, and a beautiful bookstore, we saw as much as we could in 48 hours.
It's Mac and I have the family here with me, and today we're in Scotland, right outside of Perth, heading deep into the Highlands. This is going to be a wonderful day. It's going to be a great experience. We have so many great things planned today, and we're going to try to see how much we can see. It is early in the morning. We're going to spend the whole day in the Highlands. Let's go.
One of the best parts of traveling across the Highlands is that down every mile, across every bridge, and around every corner, there is a natural sight that is just grabbing your eye and pulling you further along down the road.
I'm cold, and it's still really pretty though, but I'm cold.
Gassing up, and we've been driving about 50-60 miles. We're about 40 miles to E. We passed a sign that said this is the last gas station, and the next one is 55 miles farther down the road, so we'd run out of gas on the highway if we didn't stop here. But it's beautiful. We're officially in the Highlands. I'm excited about it, but man, it is cold up here. As Blair just said, it's beautiful, but it's cold. We've been driving for about 3 hours. Heading north, we're heading to Dunrobin Castle and Gardens. That's where we're going first, and it's still another hour north. We just passed Inverness. That's actually still kind of where we are. I'm gonna go for a little hike real quick. The kids getting changed, and there's this beautiful path that says the dolphin and seal path. So I'm gonna walk down here a little bit, just go take a look at some of the views because it is really beautiful out here. It's windy up here and it's cold, but I'm really enjoying this day. So far we've been driving for about 4 hours. We're on the NC 500, which is that beautiful ring around the Highlands. We're not gonna make it all the way around. We don't plan on it, but we're just glad to be this deep into the Highlands. This is the farthest north I've ever been. I think the rest of the day is gonna be a lot of fun as long as the weather holds, because it goes from cloudy, raining a little bit, but the wind is constant. All right, let's keep moving.
Making it to the NC 500 has been on my bucket list for years, ever since I first heard about it. 500 miles across the most beautiful scenic parts of the Highlands. Of course, there was someplace I wanted to go. We didn't make it all the way around the NC 500, but we did make it to Dunrobin Castle.
Oh, he's gone. He's back.
Take your shirt off.
He's gone. He's gone again. He's back.
After a long 4-hour drive, we finally made it to our first Highland location. Always on the hunt for wildlife, we kept our eyes open for red squirrels.
Matthew just spotted one. He's the only one who's seen one. Red squirrels are a bit endangered. I'm not sure if they're endangered here in northern in the Highlands, but they are endangered further south. And we're trying to find some red squirrels. I hope we get to see one. Matthew's seen one. So far, he's the only one to see a red squirrel.
Dunrobin Castle is the most northern of Scotland's great houses and is one of the most majestic.
This is a magnificent garden, has a bit of a formal look, and I want you to see it. So let's go take a look at the gardens at Dunrobin. I'm actually starting my tour of the gardens here at the base of the garden, actually at the back. And they actually have a beautiful falconry set up here with the falcons. A lot of trees along this back wall are geraniums running all along the back wall. But we're gonna work our way through this magnificent garden.
The gardens of Dunrobin are formal and majestic, captivating in all their splendor, with beautiful parterres and hedges, but the most captivating of all is a large clump of Gonorrhea manticata. This South American plant can grow exceedingly large, and this is one of the largest clumps I've ever seen.
your lips. Get that raspberry off of you. Tray. Got raspberry on your tray.
Oh, this is the scariest one.
We want to tour the castle. We have our push buggy, but the castle is not really suited for push buggies. We have to get the twins out, get them into some carriers, and then we're going to tour the castle.
Dunrobin Castle is one of Britain's oldest continuously inhabited houses, dating back to the early 1300s, home of earls and later the Dukes of Sutherland.
After a wonderful day at Dunrobin, that was a whole early part of the day because it's so far to get up there. We're back now in Inverness, and we're going to try to find something to eat. There are a couple of great places here. We're looking for food. I'm also on a hunt for a bookstore. I saw this really great bookstore online, so I'm going to walk around the city center here a little bit and see if I can work my way till I get to the bookstore. The family's already grabbing some food. I don't think I've ever seen so many churches or steeples all in one tiny little area here. There's like dot, 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 dot on every corner. I'm passing some form of a religious building. I finally found it, just circled around for a little while. I'm really excited to get in here and look at some old books. So I actually ended up spending too much time in the bookstore. It's such a phenomenal bookstore. There were so many great things in there. I was looking at a lot of artwork, and I actually didn't get a book. I actually did get artwork. I picked up 2 prints, both of them certified over 100 years old, both dating back to the mid-1800s. And I can't wait to get these home to get them framed. It's been one of my dreams for many years to travel to Loch Ness, to finally be here. And I've been in the UK for 4 years, right at 4 years. I've been wanting to make it up here ever since I first touched down in this country. And it took that amount of time to finally make it this far north to make it to Loch Ness. I'm looking for the Loch Ness Monster. I don't see him yet, but I'm pretty sure there's a whole group of them out there somewhere. I'm really excited. So this is what it looks like, some type of Leviathan.
It was great. We saw the loch. We're not going to see the Loch Ness Monster. Can we go? I'm freezing.
Day here with the family in the Highlands on a short hike here in the Carrigoons, and this national park is so beautiful. I know I use the word beautiful a lot. It's what comes to mind first. Is what I use to express when I feel that something is overwhelming. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. But this natural environment, the lochs, the mountains, the hills, the trees, purple, because so many of the flowers that bloom here right now are shades of purple. All of that just draws me in and just fills me with this sense of joy because I'm getting to see this natural environment, and it's just somewhat overwhelming because I've never been here before. I wanted to come here for so long, and I guess that's another part of it. I wanted to be here for so long. To finally get here just feels great. How'd you like your first day in the Highlands? Pretty good?
Yeah, I like the castle.
You like the castle? Yeah, the castle was nice. So we're getting attacked by these tiny little bugs now, but this is cool. It's part of the experience. Some of the purple flowers that are all over the hills, and the hills are just shining in this beautiful, quite lavender, lilac color. Oh, they're everywhere out here. We won't be out here long. The car is covered in bugs. It's just covered in bugs. Look at all those. This car's just covered. Second day of Scotland exploration, heading up into the Highlands. Today we're off to Ben Nevis. It's a bit cloudy, overcast. It's probably gonna rain, but hey, we gotta go. We're up here. This is the Highlands. It's a little bit of what you expect. So today we're getting ready to head out a little later than yesterday. Yesterday we had a long ways to go. Today the distance is only about 2-3 hours, and we'll be there. So let's get going.
Just like the previous day, I was once again captivated by the beauty of the Highlands.
We're about 35 minutes from Ben Nevis. It's getting over the afternoon, towards the evening. Let's keep going.
We're traveling now at about 10 miles an hour behind these bike riders. Slowly, everybody's starting to go around them, but it took a while before we could see.
So the weather's held up all day long. Of course, the last 5 minutes right before we get here, it starts to rain. I'm not concerned about the temperature, but the rain definitely is going to change our plans up quite a bit. I'm not sure how much hiking we'll be able to do. Understand, guys, we never intended to make it to the top, but we did want it to hike a ways. But with it raining as heavy as it is, on and off, we'll have to see how this works out. It's been different for us. We've been doing a lot more outdoor activity. You know, we've done a lot of city tours in the past, but we've been getting more in touch with nature. This is our second mountain. We did Snowdon. We went to the top of that. Go check out that video. I won't say we hiked all the way. We did hike that last little bit, right? From the guest center up to the very top. We did that. But go check out that video. We made it to the top of that. And then we wanted to get here to Ben Nevis. Now, we're not going to be able to make it to the top today. We don't have time to get dark on us. But what we do want to do is see as much of it as we possibly can. So we're going to hike a ways up here and get around this first big hill and get a good view of Ben Nevis. Point at it and say, we'll be back to take you down on another day. Nice gradual slope, steady going up. So I thought we were climbing over to get out of the field with the sheep, but we just climbed into the sheep pasture. We're in the domain of the sheep now, because as soon as you cross over, there's sheep everywhere. All up and down the hillside, mountainside, they're everywhere. Blair and I are on a different path. We hiked a ways up the first hill here heading towards Ben Nevis, and then we turned around and came back, and then we're actually now walking a separate path, which is going to take us around this hill to give us a good view of Ben Nevis. So that's what we really want, a good view. We know we don't have time to hike to the top, but if we could see some of it, even with the overcast and the low-hanging ceiling with the clouds being low, if we could see some of it, I'll be really excited with that. So we're on a second hike now, just kind of working our way around. Slug. Massive slug. I will step over him. No, we won't be able to see the top with the clouds hanging low in the rain. But there it is, right there, Ben Nevis. Well, the rain is starting to pick up. There Ben Nevis is, pointing this way, down there, right there. That's it, that's Ben Nevis. We can't see the top of it, we can't see the peak because of the rain and the low-hanging clouds. We just left Ben Nevis and we're driving along, and we come through this valley where the mountains are coming up on either side of you, and it's breathtaking down here. It is beautiful. Everyone's pulling over because these waterfalls are coming down the mountains. Let me just take a look at this, guys. Across the Three Sisters. However, it's wet and it's raining and we can't get a good view of them. But the other side of that is, because it's wet and it's raining, there's these beautiful waterfalls coming down off of all of the peaks. So it's a win and a win. I wish we could see a little more, but I love the sight of the waterfalls. The views through the Highlands just keep getting better the deeper we go into the Highlands. I've been enjoying this so much. This is after we're seeing Ben Nevis. Luckily the days are long here because it's still summer, but the views are magnificent and breathtaking, and I really wish it wasn't raining. But hey, I'm going to accept it because this is what nature's given us. Exactly what I was expecting coming to the Highlands. I know I wasn't expecting what I received. And whatever I received nature really at its finest, natural, untamed, and beautiful. I've seen sites like this in Cape Town, South Africa, down on the Cape Peninsula, and a few other places out in the Pacific Northwest, out in the US. I've seen a few other places that grab my inner self like this, that I feel is absolutely beautiful in its natural state. I wasn't expecting this, not here in the British Isles, and I'm so thoroughly impressed and excited about the opportunity to be here, and I'm glad I came. I just hate that it took me 4 years to make it, but I did make it to the Highlands.
And that's it, our wonderful 48-hour experience crisscrossing the Highlands. I can't tell you how much of an exciting experience it was for me, and I hope the family enjoyed it as much as I did, but I know I was really into it. Hey, if you like this content, be sure to like and subscribe. We keep going to great places and having wonderful adventures as a family. Until next time, take care.